About how he is. Oh, beautiful! That body shot. It is all over, just like that. Boom!
Well, my name is Aaron Pico. I am a fighter from Los Angeles, and I currently fight for a living. I grew up my whole life around combat sports. Grew up wrestling, then boxing. Now I'm a professional fighter.
MMA's brightest prospect. Look at Aaron Pico unload on Justin Lind. Pico beginning to
In this game, the fight game, you have to have a strategy going into the fight because there's so many ways that you could lose. There's so many weapons that other guys possess and so many options of, you can take a guy down. In MMA, you have to be so much more focused and aware because you can be seriously hurt. In one punch, you can obviously go down. That is a real fighter is MMA. Boxing are boxers, kickboxing is kickboxers, but a real fighter is an MMA fighter because you can do pretty much anything you want. How I put myself in the position that I am in today is hours and hours of training. My life consists of training. There's so many things that you need to learn in MMA, and to be a great fighter, it takes lots of time. Some days are wrestling, some days are jiu-jitsu, some days are kickboxing, some are boxing. It's all different. Come and I sit down with my team and figure out what is best for me and what we have to do. And it all depends on what type of opponent we're fighting. I mean, nowadays you have so much knowledge and on the internet, you're able to watch your opponent. So to be a great fighter, you have to study all the greats that have done it before. Right now, my style is mainly going forward and brawling. That's kind of my style. I used to always say that my greatest defense was my offense. As I'm learning, it's just finding the right balance of when to attack, when not to attack, because like I said, I'm young still, so I always want to just attack and basically kill, but I think my approach would be just basically being very tactical. That's something that I need to practice in my profession. If you have a bad match, you get knocked out. I mean, strategize what was working for you and what wasn't. Back to like the game, sometimes you're gonna get hit and sometimes you're gonna lose, but you're gonna think about what I did wrong, where was I at when it happened, what was I trying to do. There's so many things that you have to go back and evaluate, but that's where you get with your team, figure out what you need to do, and like they say, get back on the horse. I think the best part, it just teaches you a lot of things about life. I mean, wrestling is a very, very hard sport, not only obviously physically, but mentally. Sometimes you're gonna be hit, it's not gonna feel good. You're not gonna like it at times, but in the end, it's all worth it when you're in the fight and you're able to display your skills in front of thousands of people. It's a very brutal sport, but it's the best feeling when you win. It's a feeling I can't describe. I wish everybody could feel the feeling when you win an MMA fight. It's incredible. For me, obviously being the greatest fighter on the planet is a big goal of mine, but after that, I want to have a ranch. I want to be able to just relax with my family and ride my horses, be with my kids, and enjoy life, because that's ultimately what it's all about, is being with your family. Fighting is only so long. That's why I want to do as much as I possibly can in the short window of opportunity that I'm young and healthy. And then when it's all said and done, I want to retire and never really be seen again. Be riding my horses and having a good time. I don't have to think about fighting 24/7 because you'll just go crazy. So for me, it's nice is having World of Tanks Blitz on my phone. I can just relax and still fight, but in a different way. For the gaming and for MMA, at first it's gonna feel very, very hard and you're gonna feel like you don't know what you're doing, but the more you do it and the more you figure out what works and what doesn't, when you win, it feels good. Fighting when you destroy another person, it feels good. And in the game, when you destroy another tank and win the battle, it's a great feeling. The similarities that take strategy, it takes thought, and it takes time just to learn. You have to spend time doing it, and if you don't do it, then you're not going to be very good. The gaming people they're all sharing one goal in common, and that's to be the best gamer that they can possibly be. And being surrounded by fighters, you pretty much share the same goal as the other person in wanting to be the best fighter, and you pretty much don't do anything else other than that. Gamers just want to game, and fighters, that's all they do is want to train. So basically, don't stop. I mean, there's going to be times where you're going to feel like you want to quit, but you have to basically be unstoppable, bulletproof.